Yeah, this will also put $5 to start Battlefield.
Okay.
They're thinking about striking right now.
Actually, never mind.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're even now, baby.
All right.
Yeah. I was talking to Robert earlier about how in my set with Colin, it felt like I was just being like siloed into being cheesed in strange ways. And then Robert was like, he actually just does the same thing against Peach all the time. So I kind of want to watch this and see exactly how Colin makes that happen. That Peach Bomber had to be like a flubbed turnip bowl, like surely. What is he doing? Yes. This is exactly. Colin is like, every time Colin does, like, Colin doesn't make like baby mistakes. Colin doesn't like spot dodge instead of shine out a shield. Colin will like do a side B like raw while like on the ground. But what he does to like protect himself after that, when people try to punish him for it, is like just always the best fucking option. That was really unfortunate. I think Robert tried to buffer shield a little late, and with Colin rolling, it just kind of pushed him off, and he got like air dodge and just kind of died. That's a pretty unfortunate SD. A lot of bullshit like that happens if you're standing like right up against the ledge. Yeah, this is a clear example of what Robert was talking about. It feels like Robert has just like been ushered into positions where like death can happen from a stupid shine, and it's just like it's happening. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't think he's like every time I watch Colin play these matchups, like I don't see the like all of the things that like, you know, fiction will tell you in a fiction lesson. Like, I don't see any of those things happening. I just see, like, raw strangeness from Colin. Yeah. Great stuff here. Sir.
What's up?
Did anything happen with it clicking on it, or did no one send a message?
I just think, can everybody spam messages to see if chat works? Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. This is what I mean. When Colin fucks up big.
Yeah.
Like, it's never, like, you're never gonna watch him like miss like an essential punish, but he is gonna like fare off stage and just do like preposterous stuff.
But it didn't really matter that much. I mean, looking at this.
Well, that is just like the Colin difference, right?
Yeah. Damn.
I assure you, if this was like, you know, fucking, I don't know, a top 100 Peach, like, it would not look exactly the same if you just kept like SDing like this and doing this shit. But somehow, dude, like, Colin just has every like player in Georgia like under like a crazy mind spell. Like, it's crazy the way that like everyone that's played, like, I wonder what the number of sets is that you have to play. Like, when you play enough against Colin, everyone just submits, like, yeah, Colin is just weird, he does things that don't make sense, and he should lose, but he wins every time. Like, every, like, 2 through 5 player talks about him the exact same way.
Start.gg might die. I do hear that they're doing layoffs. What do you mean might die? Is that, like,
if it dies, then, I mean, like, honestly, like, I feel bad for the employees, obviously.
Yeah.
I do not want that to happen, because it's kind of like, it would be weird with how we've normalized that as like the place to run our tournaments. But
I don't think
that company's made terrible decisions and has like never improved its UI, and like,
well, it's run by Microsoft, or owned by Microsoft now. So I assume that's the main problem. Is tech companies are notorious for buying shit and then being like, well, we don't know how to run this, so we're gonna just fucking cut their money, you know?
The death of Start.gg would kill this game. That's like
that is not true.
That's maybe the worst take I've ever heard you say, Drew. And you've said you have some fucking like some banger bad takes. Yes, dude. Actually, you know, the only thing keeping Melee afloat all of these years was this half-functioning bracket-running software. You're totally right. That is time and time again, you know, like through Smash World Tour being canceled and all of the Panda bullshit and You know, us having to revert back to Frozen Stadium.
Yeah.
The only thing keeping us above water was Start GG's existence.
Yeah.
That's a really, really illuminating take.
I actually don't even think that it would hurt it because, like, none of the data is lost because the API is really easy to pull. Like, if they announce they're closing down, just make a copy of it all. A copy of it all already kind of exists with PG stats.
That is true. We wouldn't lose. That's the big thing that I would care about is losing all the history.
Yeah.
No, dude, like, or reverted back to unfrozen, I meant. Like, it definitely feels like majors were unfrozen for, like, a year or two, and then they just kind of, like, Nintendo started being, like, more weird about it, and now we're back on the unfrozen vibe.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I feel like that's, like, way more of a thing that, like, kills people's vibe than Start GG.
Yeah.
Start GG just, like, annoys TOs.
But, like, Challenge is also...
Challenge is not that bad.
It's not that bad, but ads... I don't know. I don't like it.
You're right. Actually, you're right, Nate Bug. It was literally it was the fact that not a single TO had the guts to run a major with Frozen and seeing what happened. And you ask all of them, they're like, yeah, there's definitely, like, shit that you guys don't know, that, like, why we're doing this, and then they'll just never tell you what that is. So I'm low-key definitely with Nate on the, like, tinfoil hat about Unfrozen Stadium. Like, I think we should just run Unfrozen. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
It is the Illuminati.
Chandler, I know what you're about to say. You're about to say, like, oh, I've been in the room with every major TO, and there's reasons. I don't care. Say the reason. Right, this is kind of close. I feel like Robert, like, even in Robert's set against H2, Robert was just doing a lot of, like, really crazy swings. Robert's done a lot of, like, really crazy swings off stage that have just led to him dying in, like, multiple, like, led to just multiple deaths and, like, bad shines. I genuinely feel like when I've watched this, like, it's never really felt out of reach for Robert. I just think he needs to kind of, like, pick his, like, risky reads in better spots than off stage. But this is also, like, just really hard for Peach.
Yeah.
Oh, great down smash. I think we're going to need to see, like, a lengthy punish into kill for Robert to have a shot this game.
Yeah. Chandler said, run a tournament ever and get one email from one person at Nintendo of America. Did I not report the carry? I swear I did. What the hell?
Look, all I'm saying is either share the email, share what's being said, or run it unfrozen. But, like, no one cares about, like, if everyone was like, here's what Nintendo is telling everybody, like, beside, you know what I'm saying, like, directly in regards to, like, Melee tournaments, then, like, sure. But I feel like that's just, everything has to be super closed doors. Ooh, great stuff. That was a good recovery. That was, like, the exact sort of situation I was referring to earlier, where it felt like all of those times that Robert was, like, off stage in a hairy spot, he was, like, dying. But really good recovery there. I think that's, like, the key. I think Robert getting killed early off stage is like, honestly the bane of him when I watch him against Colin. I will say it feels like he doesn't get a lot of grabs against Colin either. But I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's Colin's doing that to make that less.
I will say that is a ultimatum. Like
Well, you know, I'm not saying leak the emails, but I'm just saying, like, it feels like there's not an effort to, like, actually, like, communicate, like, why it's frozen. It's just like, yeah, like, broadly, like, Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? I just think there could be more information being shared to the average tournament goer. That's all I'm saying.
It probably just is broadly Nintendo being like, hey, don't do that. You know? Dropping the licensed tournament guidelines.
How does that work? Did you have to like get one of those licensed for tipped off?
Yeah, I read that, and like, aren't you like not allowed to charge for entry, or you're not allowed to have like a big prize pool?
There's like
I don't understand
There's
that.
a bajillion things on that document that like doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That like I'm not sure like what of it's being like more strictly enforced and what majors are like doing to work around some of the stuff. Like there's something like you can't sell water at any of these things.
Is that true?
Something like that. I remember seeing a bunch of stuff about that. About like they were weird about like stuff that you could sell at the tournaments. Yeah, that's definitely a phishing link. Yeah, I'm acting in good faith. I'm just low-key being a little bit more inflammatory than normal with everything that I'm saying right now because I'm just tilted about my bracket. That is like the actual reason. Like normally I'm like much more of a centrist on stream, but I'm definitely just upset with how I played today and just anything like early like you. I don't know if you were in here 5 minutes before when we were talking about like PR. I was just like fucking like saying.